Rambo. I'm coming to get you. Rambo 5, Last Blood. Well, Rambo Last Blood. Well, they didn't call it Rambo 5. Not only does it seem like a Rocky movie with the numbers, but it also reminds me of Ben Stiller's little sketch from the beginning of Tropic Thunder.
Scorcher 6, Global Meltdown. Here we go again. Again.
What can I say? This movie surprised me to no end. Yeah, I was not expecting to feel as emotionally involved as I was with Rambo Last Blood. It's a great looking film. Director Adrian Grunberg? I've got it written down here. Adrian Grunberg. Very competently directed, and I would venture to say it's probably, as far as direction, the best Rambo movie since First Blood. Yeah, I mean, his credentials speak for themselves. I mean, previously he's done Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, and Get the Gringo with our old Aussie mate Mel. And let's not forget Jack Reacher 2. Well, maybe let's forget Jack Reacher 2. But anyway, he's had experience in the revenge type sort of genre before, and he's been very competent at it. Stallone is, well, in fine form with this movie. For 74, he looks great. Yeah, he does a great job. He's very believable in the part, and very, very believable with the PTSD scenes that are littered throughout the film. Rambo's on his ranch, which is his place of solitude, and he knows everything in that ranch. The four walls are his little place of dealing with the world and what he can deal with, but the horrors still revisit. Supporting cast, I thought that the girl who, I don't think she was his niece, but she was like a niece to him, the young girl who portrayed that sets him on this adventure, Yvette Monreal. She was a standout in this film, and I predict big things for her in the future. Very, very competent young lady. One thing I've got to say about Stallone is that he picks his supporting actors usually really well. Not just in the Rocky and the Rambo, but other films that he's done as well. So yeah, he's very smart in that regard too. Look, it's an adrenaline rush, this movie, and it's got surprising tender moments. Yes, it is a revenge flick, and what a revenge flick. And what I really like about it is the purity of the film, and the purity of all of Stallone's movies usually. I compare him somewhat to Clint Eastwood in not in the same level as far as directing and that, but as far as the clear narrative is concerned. Sometimes you just need a clear narrative, and there's no grey area with it. And that's what I really like. Hey, you've done something terrible to my family, and now you're going to pay. And any movie that you can describe in like 2 or 3 sentences sometimes is just refreshing. I'm a big fan of Rambo, ever since I first saw First Blood on VHS back in the early 80s, and Rambo 2 First Blood sealed the deal for me. That's one of my go-to guilty pleasures, we shall say. It's just got so many brilliant moments in it, and a total change of pace, but I enjoy seeing him taking on all comers as a bit of a comic book hero, a bit of a Superman, and that's probably the film which most portrayed him like that, but it's just got so many brilliant moments in it. Pure awesomeness. You've just got to play that again. Love it. Yeah, well, sometimes you just need a blunt instrument, and Rambo is that for sure. It's a little bit like Taken in its structure in a way, but different, because in other Rambo films he's been the reluctant soldier that's been brought in to do a mission. This time it's personal. And yeah, I mean, it's just some of the scenes in this film are unbelievable. Now, there's a lot of people carrying on about the violence and stuff. It is very violent, but nothing more than we've seen in, like, especially the first 2 Expendable movies. Very much very much like this as far as the content is concerned. And sometimes, is Rambo a character for the time that we're living in now? Yes and no. I find there's two sides of me with this movie. After I saw it for a day or so, I was like, do I like it? Do I not? I'm confused. We deal with it a bit like the gladiators of old. We're cheering for the hero, and the bad guys are bad and they're really bad. But in the same token as well, is it a message for today that we should be telling? I'm not sure about the one. I'm just confused. I'm on two sides. I don't know where I stand. Yes, but is it a message that we want to be promoting now in this world at the moment with all its problems, especially the gun violence culture in America? I don't know.
But we wants it. We needs it. Spits pure cinematic passion. It's so refreshing, and it makes you feel so good when you watches it.
I can see where some of the reviewers are going with this. Is Rambo even relevant today in today's culture, especially with the political landscape that we find ourselves in?
But it's so awesome to watch. My lovely. My precious. Oh!
30 guys against Rambo, the bad guys don't stand a chance. And when he gets them back to his little farm, into his personal little lair, into his little space, they're going to pay, and pay they do big time. Half the audience I saw it with were whooping and hollering every kill that Rambo made, and it was very satisfying in a way. I mean, should I enjoy it? It was always a thing that was going through my mind, but heck yeah, I enjoyed it. My suggestion, run. Don't walk to the nearest cinema, and take a whole heap of friends with you and the biggest bag of popcorn that you can find, because I don't know whether you're going to find a more entertaining movie than Rambo Last Blood. Just don't take the kiddies, alright? Well, did I like Rambo Last Blood? Well, yes I did. It's not going to win any awards at next year's Oscars, but it was an enjoyable revenge flick, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds, if we're going to see Johnny Boy again. I'm sure we will. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next 24 frames. See ya.